Hello everyone, good morning and welcome to this oral English class. It's a pleasure to welcome all of you to this oral English class. Whether you are here to sharpen your speaking skills, gain more confidence in your communication, or just enjoy the beauty of the English language, you have just come to the right place. In this class, we will focus on speaking, listening, and building the skills that you will need to express yourself clearly and naturally in English. So, do stay tuned to enjoy the beauty of English speaking and expression in this wonderful class. You're welcome. In my previous video, I was able to take you through the different examples of vowel sounds, and we were able to dwell largely on monotones. We said that monotones are speech sounds that are made up of just one vowel quality, and that when we are producing or pronouncing a monotongue, there is no need to glide from one vowel quality to another vowel quality. Therefore, a monotongue is produced in just one single breath, and it is only possessing a single vowel quality. So in today's class, we will be looking at the topic minimal pairs. That is, we want to compare between a short vowel and a long vowel sound. Okay, so can you differentiate between the two words ship and sheep? Ship and sheep. Okay, you will notice that I was able to dwell a little long on the word sheep. But when I wanted to pronounce the word sheep, it was a little bit elongated. The vowel sound in the two words are different in that the first word, which is sheep, has the short E sound, and the second word, which is sheep, has the long E sound. So, in order to understand today's topic very well, I will encourage you to go back to my previous video on monotones. Ensure you watch it and understand it very well before you come to this video in order to have a very good understanding. In English, the difference between long and short vowel sounds is crucial for clear communication, and the topic minimal pairs helps us to focus on these differences. Okay, so today we will be examining the difference between long vowel sounds and short vowel sounds by making use of examples of words that establish these differences. So stay tuned as we look at the different words that show the difference between the long vowel sounds and the short vowel sounds in English. Let us quickly go over the objectives of today's lesson. By the end of today's lesson, you will be able to state meaning of minimal pairs. You will be able to identify importance of minimal pairs usage. You should be able to identify differences between long and short vowel sounds, and you will be able to give examples of words with long and short vowel sounds. Minimal pairs are pairs of words that have only one sound difference. This sound difference may be a consonant sound or a vowel sound. But for the purpose of this class, we are going to be focusing on the difference between the short vowel sounds and the long vowel sounds using minimal pairs. So when it comes to vowel sounds, the difference between a long vowel sound and a short vowel sound can only be established when we place two similarly sounding words beside each other and look at the difference between the two words. Understanding and practicing these pairs of words helps us to improve our pronunciation, our listening skills, and comprehension because a small change in vowel length can completely change the meaning of the word. And so we will be making use of minimal pairs to identify the difference between the short vowel sounds and the long vowel sounds. So understanding minimal pairs helps us to improve both pronunciation and listening skills. With the knowledge of minimal pairs also, you can speak more clearly and understand others better. You can listen clearly, you can identify the difference between a person's speech. When you listen, when you listen, you will be able to identify the difference between words when you understand minimal pairs clearly. So in today's class, that is our concern. Once again, we will quickly go over the difference between the long vowel sounds and the short vowel sounds. Okay, a short vowel sound are vowel sounds that are typically shorter in duration and require less tension in the mouth when pronounced. When we pronounce a short vowel sound, the duration of the pronunciation is usually short and brief compared to their longer counterparts. They occur in words like a as in bit, vowel sound a as in bit, u as in foot, e as in bed, and a as in bat. So these words contain the short vowel sounds and they are so typically produced as a short sound whenever we pronounce them. Long vowel sounds, on the other hand, are vowel sounds that are held longer in duration when we pronounce them, and they involve more tension in the mouth. They often appear in words with silent E or mostly in vowel diagraphs, and that is because they are long vowel sounds. Okay, so when we pronounce them, there is usually a tension. There is usually a kind of duration that is typically longer than that of those of the short vowel sounds. So when we pronounce a long vowel sounds, we usually hold them longer. There is usually a stress in pronunciation, and as such, the duration of the pronunciation is longer and usually involves more tension in the mouth. So with these explanations, you should be able to understand the differences between a long vowel sound and a short vowel sound when you hear them in pronunciation. So, examples of long vowel sounds include E, E as in beat, oo, ooh, this is a long ooh as in food, as in bird, as in bat. So those are examples of words that contain the long vowel sounds. So I will be moving straight into showing you the differences between short vowel sounds and long vowel sounds as we progress in this lesson. However, I will advise you to pronounce along with me as I pronounce these words in order to build your confidence and to improve your listening as well. So, pronunciation, whenever you are doing a pronunciation class, it is very important to listen and pronounce along with the teacher or the tutor as you listen to the words or the sound as the case may be. By pronouncing the sounds in real time, you can receive instant correction with your instinct and with your listening skill. You can receive instant correction and help you to adjust your pronunciation right away. Also, when you pronounce along with me, you will be able to reinforce what you hear and make it easier for you to remember the correct vowel sounds. So it shifts you from being a passive listener to an active listener, which is more effective for learning pronunciation. Then, when you repeat the sounds along with me, you will be able to promote your confidence to speak out loud without fear of mistakes since everyone is participating together. So I encourage you to listen and pronounce along with me, and that will lead to faster progress and better retention of the vowel differences. Okay, so we will be beginning with long and short vowel E. Okay, so short and long vowel E. Vowel E, the long one, is the one I have on the screen first. So, but I will not be pronouncing the long one first. I'll be pronouncing the short one first. Okay, so we have sick, sick, and seek, sick, and seek. We have ship and sheep. We have bit and beat. We have ship and sheep. We have chick and cheek. We have lid and lead. You can pronounce along with me again, the other way around. Seek, sick. Sheep, ship. Beat, bit. Cheap, chip. Cheek, chick. Lead, lid. Remember, when you are pronouncing words like this, little differences can cause a total misunderstanding, and as such, you should be able to pronounce correctly and clearly based on the sound that are contained in a given word. More so, we have the long R and the short R sound. Long R and the short R sound. Okay, so we have match, march, sam, sam, ham, ham, cat, cart, leg, lark. I'll go over it again the other way around. March, match, sam, sam, ham, ham, cart, cat, lark, leg. Okay, I hope you're following and you're pronouncing along with me. So, that is the words under the short R and the long R. Further along, we have the short O and the long O. The long O versus the short O. Okay, so we have cord and cord, short and short, dawn and dawn, knot and knot, sport, spot. I'll go over again the other way around. Cord, cord, short, short, dawn, dawn, knot, knot, spot, sport. Moreover, we have the short O versus the long O. We have look and look, fool and full, could and could, wood and wood, suit and suit. Okay, now let us go over it again and we'll explain some of the meanings of the word. Look, that is the Bible book that is called that name. Look and look. Fool and full. Could, the modal auxiliary could, always contains the short O sound. And could. Okay, the modal auxiliary O contains the short O sound, while could contains the long O sound. That could is the past tense of the sound of a bird. Could. Okay, then would, wood, and wood. That wood is the past tense of the action of showing or expressing love advances to someone. So, would, that is the past tense of woo. Then we have suit and suit. Suit and suit. Okay, so you can look for more words to establish the differences between the long O and the short O, as they can be very tricky. Establishing the difference between the long O and the short O can be very tricky. So, in your practice, everyday practice, you must be able to get yourself acquainted with with the pronunciation of words, different words, various words that contain the long O and the short O, and establish the differences between them. With proper practicing and pronunciation patterns, you will be able to get yourself acquainted with the two sounds and the differences between them. Okay, so we want to establish the difference between a very often mispronounced or misconfused set of sounds, and that is the and the sound. and Okay, so we have burn, burn. So that word is not born, it is burn. English language speakers in Nigeria tend to confuse these two sounds as a result of the uh, linguistic interference between these sounds and our mother tongues. So, it is important for you to listen and establish the differences between these two sounds. So, that first word is burn, and the second one is burn. Burn. So, we have burn and burn. Blood, blood. So that word is not blood, it is blood. And then the longer counterpart is blurred, blurred. We also have stern and stern, stern. Luck and lurk, lurk. We have cad and curd. So I'll go over it again. Burn and burn. Blood, blurred. Stern, stern. Luck, lurk. Cud, curd. In most cases, that this first sound is usually mostly characterized by words that contain letter U in them, as in bus, as in uh, as in bus, as in card, cud card. So, whenever you want to pronounce words that contain letter U, they are mostly going to contain this sound. Okay, so we have ban and burn, blood and blurred, stun and stern, luck and lurk, curd and curd. So those are the differences between those two sounds. You can give more examples in order to have variety of experience with the two sounds. One of the major things that I usually emphasize when it comes to oral English speaking class is because I want you to get yourself familiar with a host of practice examples, as many as possible examples that are practicable in order for you to get a good hang of each of the individual sounds that are present in English. With adequate examples and practice, you will be able to get yourself familiar with each of the individual sounds present in English and their uniqueness too. Okay, so it is important for you to have a good listening skill, a good practice ability, and a very hardworking and interesting spirit in order for you to master each of the individual sounds present in English. So, we will be looking at some WAEC questions in this class today. So, after looking at those WAEC questions, ensure you do your own research also. Make your own research, go into different past questions, and solve as many as possible. 1. From the words lettered A to D, choose the word that has the same sound, the same vowel sound as the one represented by the letters underlined. In the word meeting, meeting, a speech sound has been underlined. So choose the word that contains that same speech sound among the options A, firm, B, knowledge, C, vice, D, marine. A, femme, B, knowledge, C, vice, D, marine. The answer to that question is option B, knowledge. That is because in the word meeting, letter I, which it represents the sound E, short sound E, has been underlined. Okay, so it is only the word knowledge that has the short sound E, as you can see on your screen. Firm does not contain short sound E, it contains sound. Vice contains a diphthong, and marine contains the long E. So only knowledge contains the short sound E. So avoid pronouncing that word as knowledge. It is knowledge, knowledge. So it contains the short sound E as underlined in the word meeting. Question 2. From the word caprice, caprice, a particular sound has been underlined. You are to choose the word that has the same vowel sound as the one represented by that letter underlined. So, caprice, we have option A, bed, B, matrix, C, concern, D, cape. The answer to that question is in option B, which is matrix. Matrix. So, in the word caprice, our sound A, letter A has been underlined, and that letter A sound A. It sounds A. The short A is what is represented in letter A there. And so only the word matrix has, the word matrix, not matrix, matrix has the sound, short sound R in it. So matrix, caprice, matrix. Okay, bed does not have the short sound R in it. Rather, it has the short sound E. It has E. Concern does not also have it. It has in it. Then cape. Cape does not have the short sound in it. Okay, so matrix is the correct answer. Question 3. In the word bull, bull, you are to tell us the word that has the same sound as the word as underlined in the word bull. So we have option A, hoof, B, crude, C, soup, D, stood. Okay, so you are to pick the correct answer from the options. So the right answer to that question is option D, which is stood. Stood. Okay, the reason it is stood is because in the word bull, the short O sound has been underlined. Then in the word hoof, we have the long O sound. In the word crude, we have the long O sound. In the word soup, we have the long O sound. But in the word stood, we have the short O sound, the short O sound. So avoid calling that word stood. It is stood, stood. So the short O sound has been underlined in the word bull, and so we also have it in the word stood. So that makes option D our correct answer. So we have finally come to the end of today's class on minimal pairs, establishing the differences between short vowel sounds and long vowel sounds. Thank you all for your active participation in today's lesson on minimal pairs. Understanding these subtle sound differences is key to improving both your pronunciation and listening skills in English, just as I said earlier. Keep practicing, as mastering these skills and these distinctions will help you to communicate more clearly and effectively. See you in the next class. Thank you very much. Bye.